Welcome back to Ground Up Guts, everybody. Today we are moving our Premier One fence. With this wagon, it can be done with one person, but you really have to lay them in there just right. My wife's got that all figured out because she usually moves the fence while I'm at work. And, well, let's get busy.
Okay, so this is how I normally do it. I pull up right past the post, well, almost past the post. Pull it up, careful not to knot it up. I want to fold it and lay this in here. And then I'll pull it forward so it's laid down. If I do this, when I take it off the wagon, most of the time it doesn't knot and it will like unload itself. But I was trying to figure out a way I could do this when my husband was at work. And this is what I came up with.
Okay, right there is where we met, and we're just about, well, that's my shadow. I don't know how well this is going to come out.
What is that, about
we
5
need
inches?
to mow this little patch right here.
That way it won't
So,
ground out on the black and white wire.
yeah, see this? This is your ground. That can touch the dirt, can touch the grass, but the next one up, this one, you don't want grass touching this wire or it's going to ground out, short out, and it's not going to keep a good enough charge to zap a coyote, let him know that those goats have magical powers that hurt you. So these black stakes come in the starter kit. It's like 4 of them.
I think we need more.
They can be used to tighten up the fence where the fence sags and will ground out. Now right here on this corner,
Here, give me the stake.
that's going to touch. This would have been touching ground right there, and this stake can be used to.
I want to snap the top on. Show me snapping. It's that easy. Okay. Closest farm. Who's the crazy farm dog, Jed? Jed, are you crazy? Shoved the grass, didn't you? The weeds. Yep, crazy. Go.
Okay, here's another demonstration of the wagon being one of the most useful things I bought in a long time. The water bucket, just a black mineral tub. Look for local farmers around here. They take mineral supplements for their cattle. When the tubs are empty, they make great water buckets, portable water buckets. This one's black because black actually pulls heat out of the water, so we're not giving the goats hot water. And it is placed here in the shade. Shade's going to help keep it cool a little bit, keep the evaporation down. And now you can start to see why I didn't want to move the goats every day, every other day. The extra 200 foot of fence is really, oh, Debbie, maybe it did first.
You're too busy
Not
talking.
talking, got to run in my mouth.
That's the one with the crack in the bottom.
Look, the wagon can get the water bucket closer to the water truck.
Ooh!
Ooh, yeah. See, wheels, the wife was right. Okay, that's good.
I gotta get some.
Oh, it's got the leak in it.
Yes,
Got a leak
it
in the bottom of it.
we'll have to put some Flex Seal tape on it. It'll keep it for the water doll. Here's one of the patches I've put in. I used those little brads to lock them down, and then I tied it together, and this is just a splice-in piece. They're not that hard to patch, actually.
Here we are. Goats have been working this area for about 2 weeks. Finally took them off. This is what they will do to that brush. This is that little area that I had to, the fence wound up a little bit too short. I had to cut it in again. This is that corner right here. So all I need to do now, well, the next step I should say, is come in, clip and kill all of this with Tordon, lop it off, Tordon the stumps. That prairie rose right there, I wanted to leave them on this as long as I could, as long as I could get away with, and have them eat that down. And that's going bye-bye. That's nasty stuff. I hate that stuff. And this prairie rose, it'll climb loose trees, like you can see right there. Get a better shot of that. Get out of the sun. That's honeysuckle. That right there is honeysuckle. And this is the prairie rose. And it'll go right up that tree. Honeysuckle and prairie rose will kill this tree. There's something about this grass that the goats just don't like. Goats are not they're not necessarily pasture. They're not grazers. They're browsers. They'll decimate this brush. They got this lot over here too. So the next step into turning this back into viable pasture, see they ate the bark off of that tree? The next step into turning this back into viable pasture is clip and kill all the brush, get the brush out of here, and once I tore down the stumps, maybe this time next year, especially these little stumps like that, this stuff, these little stumps, this time next year you can just kick them, pop them right out of the dirt. Then we're at the stage we can start to, myself, I would like to run some chickens over it, let the chickens have their way with it. Bunch of chicken tractors. I'd love to have a whole bunch of chicken tractors back here. Just go over it, scratch it up, till it up, fertilize it, and then we can seed it. So after the goats, I want to run chickens across it, seed it, and there you go. You have pasture again. Now there's a really good example of they will eat the bark right off of that tree. This was their sleeping paddock. Right there's where we had the pallet tent, and there's the tarp for it. Say hi, Buck. Meet the bushwhackers. This is Buck Rogers, right there, and that is his registered name, Buck Rogers. Let's see. There's Karen. there's Coco. Now Coco is Karen's daughter. That's Karen back there. Karen. And this little brown jewel right here is Dolly. She was one of our first does. And that is Casper. Casper is Dolly's son. And that's it for now. Bye-bye.